Good day, my peeps. Good day, good day. I'm just hoping that you all are hearing me well. I am here doing some DIY. I am a interior decorator. I do a lot of interior decorating, and I'm decorating this room. So I just have some little finishing stuff to do. But that's why I'm doing the video from this room today. But I wanted to address something from the other day and I just didn't get the time to do it. And I just hope that today I will be able to address it, and not just to address it, but to address it in love. In love. I do not have any bad intention against the person or the situation, but the reason why I want to address this situation is because of a comment that I made on a post last weekend. A post from this lady called Mrs Ellis from the charity Help the Children to Stay in School, something like that. And this lady, first let me say, this lady is a lady that I've been watching for quite a while, to be honest. I watch a lot of charities in Jamaica pop up, and as time goes by, I have to withdraw myself from them because of the behaviors of those that lead the charities and how they, how they behave, how they treat people, how they handle situations where people may have a different opinion, or people might be opinionated as to how they do whatever they do. And if you have any intelligence at all, you would know that if you put something out in the public, obviously people will comment about it, people will have their opinion about it, whether good or bad. And I'm not saying some people at times are not over the top and extremely rude, and that's not what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is, as a person who does charity work, right? Humanitarian charity work, how do you handle situations like that when it comes up? What example do you set as a humanitarian? Remember, you are the one that is leading this charity. You are the one that is showing others how to be humanitarian, how to love on others and support others. You are the one that has gained influence amongst people of the diaspora and locally in Jamaica. So what examples do you set? How do you present yourself, right? How do you manage self-control? Now, as I said, I've been watching some other charities that pop up in Jamaica, and as time goes by, I have to withdraw myself from them because I don't like the things that I'm seeing. And what bothers me mostly about these charities that are popping up in Jamaica is that most of them, when they started the charity, they come in the name of God. And that is even the reason why I am even addressing this situation today, right? Is because most of these people come in the name of God. They started out their charity as godly people, people who go to church, people who have godly standards. And as time goes by, it's like that diminish away. These people become rude and arrogant and disrespectful to people, and they have no self-control, they have no boundaries at times, right? And I remember at one point, I believe that Mrs Ellis charity was one of the ones that I've left, that you know I still watch, and I was thanking God that, at least one that is there that I can still look at and watch, right? But as time goes by, you can see the deterioration in the attitude and the behavior of these charity humanitarian people. And to be honest, there's a lot of people out there who idolize people. And because they idolize people, they don't know when to leave. So because I don't idolize anybody, I can love people and respect people. But if I see you doing something that is not right, I can easily walk away from you, because I'm not going to support anybody in any form of wrongdoings, right? No matter who the person is. And as I said, I do not idolize people, right? So it's nothing for me to walk away from anybody, because I do not idolize anyone, right? Idolizing is not my thing. So, with that said, there is this post that I commented on last weekend with Mrs. Ellis, because I hear her recently practicing calling people crosses, right? When people might comment something that doesn't agree with what she's doing, or people may have their own opinion on whatever, she has the practice from the other day of calling out people, calling them crosses. So I commented on one of the posts that she was calling people crosses, and I said to her, respectfully, stop calling people crosses. It does not look good for a big woman, and a woman who a lot of people come to respect as a humanitarian. And I actually have the post in my, let me see if I can look up the post to give you an exact give you exactly what I commented, because I just want to give you quickly what I commented, because as I said, these people are getting out on with this charity. I've done a video on my channel about a year ago talking about the humanitarian, the charity people in Jamaica, how they are from the pit of hell. And a lot of people think that that was extreme, but in the video I explained why I said that, right? I explain why I said that in the video, right? So I know what I'm saying. So let me go to the post from last weekend with Mrs. Ellis. And tell you exactly what I said, and I want to tell you her reaction as well, because her reaction was like, it just confirmed what I'm saying in this video. Let me see if this is the post. Yes, this is the post. So it's from last 5 days ago. So I said to her, stop calling people crosses for a big woman. A woman that came to do charity and many people respected. People will always have their opinion on what is posted on the internet. So learn to ignore and be the bigger person. That's what I said to the lady, right? Even if you're going to address it, right? Because I can't tell her not to address things, right? I said, even if you're going to address it, be more respectful as a charitable person, because charity means love, and love is not rude or puffed up. Time always reveal all, thus my opinion, right? And she replied and she said, you, at the time when I posted this and she see it, I think 36 people had like the comment from me. Now it's 107. So she said, you and the 36 people under this comment can leave. I have seen some of you on other platforms where worse things is being said and done, and you all are participating. I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe it's not me, because it couldn't be me, because me, I don't participate in rubbish and mess. Anywhere I go and I see rubbish and mess, I'm gonna leave a comment and I'm gonna show my displeasure, right? And I'm gone. I don't put up with rubbish with people, right? No matter who there is. I don't idolize people. There's nobody, not even my mother, that bring me forth in this earth. Nobody. I don't idolize nobody, right? Um, she said, you and these 36 people under this comment can leave. I've seen some of you on other platforms where worse things are being said and done, and you're all participating. But want to tell me how to run my page. Yes, uno crosses. Right? So right there and then she's also putting me in the crosses list. And this lady, she doesn't know me. She does not know me, and she doesn't know the 36 people that she was referring to. And she's saying we are crosses. No, Mrs. Ellis, I'm going to try my best to stay in love with this video and to let you know, no, I'm not crosses. And no weapon that form against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rise up against me in judgment shall be condemned. Because you don't know me and you cannot call me crosses. Because crosses in Jamaica, people call people crosses in Jamaica as a form of condemnation. When you call people crosses in Jamaica, it means that person, how could I put it now? It's mean that person is either condemned, bad luck, or everything that person do is just a mess or something. I'm trying to put it in some ways for people to understand what crosses mean, who probably is not familiar with the word, right? And for you to get up and say, you and all these 36 people are crosses, that's very rude, derogatory, and disrespectful, right? And it's not of God, and it's not humanitarian. It's not humanitarian, right? So you all in Jamaica, you're doing charity, right? But you don't know how to control yourselves. You don't have self-control. You don't have self-respect. Because if you have self-respect, you would respect the way you carry yourself. You would respect the way you deal with people. Look, there is a charity in Jamaica for years, or how long now, I don't know. And it's the man is called Father Olong, right? And I'm sure not everybody have good things to say about that man. But you will never hear that man come out and make a statement out there calling people crosses and all kind of name, right? He just get along with his work and he does whatever he have to do and he move on to the next, right? Let me tell you, when you're doing charity, that is how you have to go about it, right? I know that you guys are trying to make things transparent, and I'm not gonna say anything much about that. Yes, you can make it transparent, because if people are sending their money and they don't sure what the money is being used for, and they want to make sure that the person that they're sending their money to is getting the necessary help, obviously you can make it transparent. But at the same time, even with transparency, you can still have a cap on it, where you control your pride and your ego, because at some point while doing your charity, and this is not just about you, this is about most of the people that is doing charity in Jamaica now, most of the social media influencers that are doing charity, right? You can put a cap on it because your ego and your pride is taking over. It's taking over to the point where sometimes it's as if you guys forget that it's actually people that are supporting this charity and not you. You are just the person that is like doing the physical part of the job, right? Like looking for the people that needs the help and appealing to the donors to appeal to the donors for help, which is good. That's very good, right? But don't forget that you are not the one that is actually putting the money, and there's people out there that is working their hard-earned money and putting in. And some of those people that you call crosses could be in that 36, but they just didn't agree with your way of doing whatever you did, and you don't even know that they're in that 36, but you call them crosses, right? And so forth, right? So you guys are out of control with this charity thing. Your ego and your pride has taken over. You feel like it's necessary to be rude to people and to disrespect people. And one of the other things that I notice as well, the way you guys treat vulnerable people, like people with mental health or disability. Like most of the charities in Jamaica right now, they have at least one person on their charity that is a laughing stock to the on the laughing stock on the internet, where they have that person as a highlight in their charity, that they put them on camera acting all kind of way, laughing, and people out there is having a field day with these people's behavior, when in all truth these people, they have mental health problem or some disability, and you know they need help and they need support, and they don't need to be laughed at, they don't need to be cursed at, you know. And you would think that this is 2024, and you would think that in this day and age, and especially the Jamaicans in the diaspora, that a lot of them went abroad and worked with people with disability and mental health. You would think that they would actually learn something and to bring it back to our Jamaican society to show us how to deal with people like this, because you can't do these things abroad. It's called discrimination and you will get into a lot of trouble for it, right? But sadly, there's a lot of Jamaicans in the diaspora on these programs that want to be entertained, want to laugh, want to have a good day, because their life is probably boring and they have nothing more in their life to do than to come onto these posts and watch these um, vulnerable people being taken disadvantage of, so they can laugh and have a field day. Those things are not of God. And a lot of you people are talking about God. A lot of you people have God in your mouth. But you all don't know what God is or who God is. You all don't know who God is, because God is love, right? God is love, right? And if you have love any at all, I'm going to read from the Bible, because this is not me. This is from the Bible, right? And if you have a problem with it, take it up with God, because I'm reading from the Bible right now. And in 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4 to 8, it says, love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast, right? So for all those who are out there doing charity and is boasting that they are doing this and they are doing that, that's not of God, and those things are not acceptable to God, right? And if you think that, okay, at the end of the day, I'm the one that is out here doing the charity and helping people, let me tell you this. If God wants somebody in the east, the west, the north, or the south to be helped, he's going to send that help, and he's going to send it through whoever he wants to send it to. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the person that he used to help that person is a safe person or a child of God. God just used them because God can use anybody because he created us all and he can use any one of us to do whatever he wants and none of us can tell him not to use us. So don't think that because you're doing this that you are right with God or you're a child of God and you're saved. No, right? Your fruits, your ways and your action tells everything who you are. And that is why God says on that day, many people come to him and say, didn't I do this and didn't I do that? And he will say to them, depart from me, I don't know you, you're a worker of iniquity. So that means all of those people, they have been doing a lot of things, thinking that God is pleased with them, but in the end, only to find out that God is not pleased with them. Because if you do charity, you don't do charity in love, God is not pleased with you. But the person that needs the help has to get the help, and they will get the help whether you like it or not. So I just want to set that clear because a lot of you people don't know who God is, and a lot of you followers don't know who God truly is, right? Because if you know who God truly is, you will not be supporting a lot of these people, and you will be telling them the truth and telling them the things that they are doing that is wrong, right? So anyway, this says in 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4, it says love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it's not arrogant or rude, it does not insist on its own way. Right? You hear that? It does not insist on its own way. So that means if somebody is correcting you, Mrs. Ellis, in love, and somebody is saying to you, this doesn't look good, Mrs. Ellis, you know, you're a charitable person, you're a person that people has come to respect. That is wise counsel, Miss Ellis. Who is over you? Who is somebody that is counseling you? Do you have any wise counsel in your life? People that really, really talk true to you? Right? Because you insist in your own way and you insist that the things that you're saying is right. But the Bible said love does not insist in its own ways. So if somebody is correcting you and saying to you, Mrs. Ellis, this is not right and this doesn't sound right, why do you come and call people crosses? All right? Love is not irritable, right? It's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoings. That's why I said to you followers of all of these charity people out there, because it's not just Miss Ellis. There's others, and I'm not going to call anybody name because I'm not into controversy. If I do a video about people, because I've done a video about other people in charity, and I just do it and done. I'm not into the back and forth with anybody. I'm not about to argue or fight. I just call out whatever I need to call out and I leave it there. And I know I wasn't wrong about it, right? So it does not rejoice in its own wrongdoings, right? But rejoices with the truth. And the truth is the truth of God, right? Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, right? I don't have no truth, you don't have no truth. There's only one truth in this earth, and it's God's truth. Okay? So this is the definition in the Bible of what love is. And if you're not walking in these ways, and I'm not saying that you should be perfect, right? We all know when people make mistakes. When people make mistake, you want to get up and say, well, I've made a mistake and I shouldn't have said that, right? And I'm going to try my best not to say these things. And I'm going to try my best to have some self-control. And I'm going to try my best to address things better next time. Those are the ways people operate when they make a mistake. But you don't come and comment and you don't come and reply to comment in this way when it's not a mistake. You definitely is rejoicing in your wrongdoings here, right? You definitely. And there is so much people that came after me on this post. It was unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. I'm not going to go through it. I see a lot of them, you know, and I realize that they don't know any better because everybody's talking about God these days, but you guys don't know who God is. You guys need to go and study God's word to know who God is. And then when you come on the internet and you see foolishness, you will call it out for what it is and without fear, right? Because whether people like it or not, God is not pleased with these charities. He's not pleased, but he will still continue to use them to help people. But he's not pleased with the people that are doing charity. He's not pleased with them. God does not sit down in a chair, cross his leg, and being entertained and laughing at these things like you all are doing. No, God is not pleased with it. Let me tell you this, right? There's this woman. I'm just going to read one of the comments just to show you what the people, the mindset of the people that follow these charity, right? So here we are talking about vulnerable people that is being abused by using them as laughing stock on the internet, right? And there's this lady that says there is a lot of followers who look forward to laugh either Sean or Karen, laugh at either Sean or Karen. They still contribute to them the same way, right? She goes on to say Miss Donna features Sone and the viewers get their laugh. And that lady Sone is another person with mental illness, right? And she said Miss Donna features Sone and viewers get their laugh. You understand? So this, I have to read this comment because this is like an example of everything that I'm saying, right? Yes, Miss Donna will make sure Sone is taken care of. So you're taking care of them, but you're using them as a laughing stock. You think God is happy with those things? You people don't know God. You are all lost and distracted and deceived. Trust me. You understand? You may be disgusted by what you see, but most of us love Sean and Karen genuine comedy. A person with mental health illness is not comedy. Is not comedy. Okay. Most of these people are the ones who still help them. Yes, most of these people are the ones that still help them because I said if God wants these people to get help, he will have you do it. It doesn't mean that he's pleased with you. It does not mean God is pleased with you. He will still have you do it. Okay? Right? Most of these people still help them. I think that if it bothers you so much, just scroll past it. That's what I do when I see something I'm not interested in. Well, you can do that, honey. But look, we're here to address things and set things straight. We're here to address things and set things straight. We're just not going to go back and forth. We're not going to be rude and disrespectful. We're going to be the bigger person. We're going to address things, right? And yes, people are going to be rude and disrespectful to us when we address things. But guess what? We will never come down to your level. And we'll never be like what you are. Because we're here to set example that there's a better way to do things. There's a better way to do things, right? And Miss Ellis, I said, I come to you in love. And I hope that you reconsider your action towards this humanitarian thing that you're doing. And to know that there's a God above that is looking down on everyone and everything. And if God is not pleased with you, ma'am, that's a sad state of affair. If God is not pleased with you. Because everything that you're doing, you'll be doing it in vain. And that's sad. It's sad because you can have a good thing going. But you need to consider and you need to look into yourself. And people, if you know anybody or anybody knows you, who knows the true and living God and knows the righteousness and the truth of God, they should sit you down, Miss Ellis, and talk to you, and you should humble yourself enough to listen and to take wise counsel, because these things does not look good. And there's other people that are watching from different places in the world, and they are looking at our way of helping others in scorn, right? The only people that puts up with this is people that have no morals and no godly standard in their lives. And they're just looking for entertainment, because this is one of the biggest things today, that most people out there are looking for entertainment, no matter what it costs or no matter who it degrades. And we are living in a sad time in this life right now. And you all people need God in your life. You need to go and read the Bible and to see the things that God requires of us. The Bible said you can give and give and give. And as far as to give your body to be burned, but have not love, it profits you nothing. Nothing. Is that what you all are working for, charity people? Is that what you're all working for? That everything that you do is in vain and it profits you nothing. Anyway, peeps, I'm going back to my DIY. Have a good day and have a lovely think about this and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Have a blessed day. God bless you all. And I love you all. Don't be rude on the comments now. Just let me know what you think. Alright? Bye.